Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 17 of our All the Mods 7 Season 2 Let's Play series, where today we are getting into occultism, diving all the way through, getting our storage actuator going, our stabilizer, all the stuff that we need to get occultism storage going, which means we are able to get into refined storage very, very, very soon. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, where today we're continuing where we left off last episode with our occultism exploration and doing some work there and getting some cool stuff done and doing the thing and yada, yada, yada. I want to mention real quick, in the comments, it was mentioned to me that our arboreal extractor that we had when we were trying to set up our, our compact tree, freaking rain. Gosh, every time. Rain. Our compact tree, when I was putting the three grass leaves up, or the leaves up and everything. Apparently the arboreal extractor itself needs to be on dirt when I set it up over here. Because remember, I did it here, no dirt. It was set up on this bricks. And then over here, it was set up on sand. So I'm not going to try it now because we got it working. I'm not going to worry about it at all. At the moment, we have latex going. We got all the things and we're doing okay with it. But just something to mention, potentially could be a thing. Okay. And whenever we need another tree, because we're going to need other liquids too, we'll go ahead and do such a thing and experiment with it. Anyway, so occultism. We left off last episode. We had done, this is Zivius's thingamadoody ritual and everything, and we made ourselves a captured, a glass bottled spirit foliate that does our ore crushing because we needed end dust. With that end dust, that allowed us to get our chalk, our purple chalk that we were looking for. So if you take a look inside of my backpack, you're going to see I got a lot of things done. If we take a look in this backpack, you're going to see I have my purple chalk. So basically, I just pre-made and gathered everything that we are going to need for this episode to be able to get ourselves up to tier 2 dimensional storage and see where we end up after that. I also want to go ahead and make a stable wormhole or two. I think I planned for 2 of these here. Stable wormholes allow you, they can link to your storage actuator and allow you to access your storage remotely, cross-dimensionally anywhere, and refined storage can access it as well, so you can pull in and pull out from your storage with a stable wormhole. So we're going to need those. So let's dive on in. So the first thing that we're going to want to do, we need to set up Strieger's higher binding ritual, because that is the ritual that a lot of these things are going to depend upon. Thank goodness it's nighttime so we can sleep through this rain. Good. I'm so used to the fast sleep from Enigmatica 6. This slow sleep bothers me mentally. So let's grab our chalks. I don't know exactly what we are going to need from this, but let's go ahead and pop into our book because it knows exactly what we need. And Strieger's higher binding. So we need some crystals. We need some candles. I have the things and the stuff. I don't know. Did I make the candles? That's the only thing I may not have done. I may have to go slaughter another cow for some more candles. I don't remember making candles, but that was a couple days ago, but it does not look like I did. Okay, we're going to need some candles. We're going to rob Peter, pay Paul over here for our candles. I need to go get some more. I don't know if I have any more tallow in the system, but that's okay. So Strieger's higher binding. It's going to require a little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple, and a lot of bit of white. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It was mentioned by Scott Christopherson, and I completely forgot that this is in this pack, even though we spent like 3 episodes working on it. Evil Craft. When we get to the point where I make my colossal chest and everything like that, and we can use blood to repair things, we can use blood to repair our chalks. We don't even need to worry about putting mending and unbreaking on there because we can just literally pop them into our system and repair them. If you're using occultism and you're playing around with it, you definitely are going to want to make yourself a chalk brush, fairly cheap, planks, wool, string, because breaking these, getting rid of this, look how long it takes, but the chalk brush makes it instant. Okay, so you want your chalk brush. But outside of that, we need to get our spirit attuned crystals. Doot. I think I have another. Nope, I was going to steal it from over here. Golden sacrificial bowl. We can place this here and all of our candles. It's you, and you. Perfect. And now we should excuse me, we should have a Strieger's higher binding complete. Perfect. I also went ahead and bumped up the speed of our rituals to match what it is in Enigmatica. If you're in the configs and everything, it's in your save folder. It's actually inside of your save folder. You have to go in there, look for occultism in your server config folder. It is called occultism-server.toml, TOML. And there's a line item in there for ritual speed. I set it to 0.1, and that should be good. That's fast. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is get our dimensional storage actuator. In order to do so, we're going to need a dimensional crystal matrix as well as a storage actuator base. Now, the storage actuator base is going to be Azivius' spectral compulsion. So we're going to have to steal all our stuff again for over here. Let's try and not do that. How much tallow do I have? I don't want to have to keep picking up all my stuff. Tallow, I have none. Did I cook all of it up into candles? Do I have any extra candles? Candle. Can I make candles a different way? It doesn't have to be occultism candles. You could use other ink candles as well, I believe. So, but we don't have any kind of honeycomb. We have no soap. We have no wax. So tallow looks like it's going to be the way. Hexari. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some more tallow. I just don't want to have to keep picking up our candles. Every time that we need to do a ritual, I got to move things, and that's a pain. Because I literally just set all this up, and our first thing is using Azivius's. I should have looked into that first, but Azivius's spectral compulsion is going to make our storage actuator base itself. So... we'll be back. Okay, all right. Let's try and do everything that requires Azivius's first, and then I don't have to worry about the rest. So that's going to be this ritual here. So we're going to go ahead and place our gold ingots and our other stone pedestal and get our book of binding foliate, and let's see how much faster. Set up correctly. If you are still unsuccessful, that I put everything in the right spot. I kind of guesstimated where everything needed to go. I'm going to assume I put something in the wrong spot. Let's go back. Azivius, spectral compulsion. The candles is probably... Oh, no, we need arcane crystals. Oh, wait. We have not done Azivius's. This is Avira or something like that. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and do Azivius's. I guess I was mistaken. We had already done, or we needed to do a different ritual. Okay, well, let's lay this stuff down. Maybe that's why I had 2 extra Spirit Attuned crystals. I was wondering, I'm like, how did I make these, or why did I make these extra ones? It just uses Spirit Attuned gems, so it's not expensive, but it's not always necessarily like me to make extra stuff, especially when I plan out an episode like this, because I literally put all my stuff in my backpack that I'm going to need. So, all right, we got another ritual that we're setting up. Bam, bam, and then some yellow, but no purple. Cool. Okay, and then now I need all my bowls and my stuff. And my candles. I think this only calls for 2 candles. Sacrificial bowl, some candles. Bam, bam, and bam. Hello. Okay, cool. Now we can go ahead and get this done. So let's do this again. We're going to do this. Bam, bam, bam. Storage actuator base. This, or the other stone pedestal, is just a bunch of other stone. I am out of other stone, which is why I'm not making any more of anything. I'm out of andesite. I need to go... I need to get andesite somehow. I think we can craft andesite. Look how much faster that ritual is going. Beautiful. Yeah, we can craft andesite. I really should get into mystical agriculture. I'm just like, I don't want it. It's so overpowered getting mystical agriculture, but it's so handy to do all your crafting and stuff with it. But outside of that, I mean, yeah, to be honest, mystical agriculture, we're going to get into. It just makes things so much easier. Okay, we got our storage actuator base. This is going to be the centerpiece of our storage system here with occultism. We're then going to need to get our dimensional storage stabilizers. This is also another Azivius spectral compulsion. Other stone pedestal, block of copper, sacrificial, or blaze powder, and spirit attuned gem. Take a look at my backpack. What do you know? TheAndrata already made all this stuff. He thought ahead. It's part of me being a teacher now, you know. I got to plan ahead for all the stuff that we have to do. Okay, so let's get everything set up. Bam, 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 and then a book. And we're going to get these. And we're going to set this up as a tier 1, because I did not set it up as a tier 1, I don't believe, in my Enigmatica 6 series. expert, and I want to know exactly what kind of storage we're looking at, and can we upgrade our storage without messing things up? Like if I take one of my stabilizers down and I upgrade it, do I get my items back? I honestly have no idea. I'm going to assume that we do, because otherwise that would make upgrading a massive pain in occultism, because you'd have to literally dump all your items somewhere, upgrade, and then put all your items back. So I don't see all your items getting voided, but I don't know. We're gonna find out together. We swim together. That's how we do it. Okay, one more of these bad boys. And then you're going to see the power, the beauty of occultism storage, and why we're going through this whole route. If you have not watched my Enigmatic series, Enigmatic 6 Expert series yet, where I'm using this, you're going to see it and you're going to be like, I should be using this. I will probably use occultism storage for most of my storage needs from now on. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this up. So we're going to need cobblestone and storage actuator base. Get out of here. I got ferro flare lanterns everywhere. So what we need to do is get these set up. Our dimensional stabilizers need to be pointing at our storage actuator base here. So we're going to build up, and they need to be facing, I believe, just one block above. So we're going to go ahead like this, like this. These might be too close. Yeah, I think that's too close. One more out. And actually, before we do that, what's this say? I can't even right click this, okay? It says nothing. Nothing going on. Nope, I did not mean to right click that. Okay, let's go out 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So now if we place these, I believe this should be correct. Okay, so now if I do something on this, does it work? Do I need to bind these? How do I do this? Dimensional, no, let's do storage actuator. Oh, did I do this? Oh, this is the storage actuator base. That's just the base. I still need the storage actuator itself. This gets combined, I forgot, this gets combined with another item, the dimensional crystal matrix, and that's what gets turned into our actual storage thing. We need to make the dimensional crystal matrix still, which is this: Strieger's higher binding, quartz, ender pearl. So let's grab our candles and all of our stuff, and we're going to pop over to Strieger's. And I'm pretty sure we're done with these other rituals for the time being. Avira's circle and Azivius's, so I think I'm okay to go ahead and put these down. Where did the candles go in this ritual? I should like put torches down or something and mark them. Strieger's on the outside. Just visual again with the rain, guys. I'm telling you, I'm like about to like game rule, do weather cycle false. No more rain. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica and no rain is where we're at. Okay. And that's that. Okay, so now let's grab all the stuff that we need for our storage actuator, our dimensional crystal matrix. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. And bam. Lots of little minor crafts in occultism. All these little things, all these little rituals that we have to do. But you know what? I like it. Occultism is based on one of my favorite series of books, the Bartimaeus trilogy by Jonathan Stroud. If you haven't ever read it, it's fantastic. I would recommend getting a physical copy of it, not the Kindle version. It is very footnote heavy, and the footnotes are extremely important to the story. So definitely get it in a physical version of it if you can. But fantastic book. I see like darkness, but I F7'd it, and we're not showing any holes or anything. So whatever. Okay, now that's what we should be looking for, because the dimensional crystal matrix goes above it, and what these need to do is point at the matrix. So now we have access, and what you can see here is that it says 1,152, but that is like 1,152 slots. It's not 1,152 items. So if I put my cobblestone in there, look, it only takes up one of those slots. if we were to grab some of our copper, because we're going to have, or we can do nickel. We have a ton of nickel right now, right? And platinum, sure. If I put this in here, it's 1 slot. I put this in here, it's still 1 slot. It's still 1 slot. It's still 1 slot. This is taking up 1. Now we take up 2. There is a cap to this, and it's based on your dimensional storage stabilizer tier as to how much you're going to be able to store per slot. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this stuff in here, the 64 nickel ingots and the platinum nuggets. And I'm going to start breaking these and seeing what happens. Like, will it kick my storage out of the system? You can notice our number is going down here. Oh, okay. So by default, our storage actuator base can hold 128 item types. Man, what I want to know, though, the whole point, I wanted to know what happens when I upgrade these when I'm over my cap on this. But I'd have to put 128 different item types in here. And TheAndrata is not about that clicking life right now and just transferring everything over. So our experiment will have to wait until another day, basically, is where I'm at. Oh, it's nighttime. Well, we can get rid of the rain again. I don't know why I didn't get rid of the rain the first time it was nighttime. Okay, cool. So with that being said, we got this done, we got this done, we got this done. So now, we got this done. Now we want to upgrade these to tier 2 so that we can hold all our stuff. Again, Strieger's higher binding, really not that difficult. Tier 1 dimensional storage stabilizer, some spirit attuned gems, a block of silver. Does require gas tiers. I went into the end, the nether, and just, I have literally a jetpack and I take absolutely no damage. And I also have looting 7 on here. I went around, I think I killed 2 ghasts. We ended up getting, or I don't even know how many ghasts. We ended up getting catalyzing glands. So I've killed 10 gas total. I don't know when I killed all 10 of those. But you get these catalyzing glands, which I believe can be used to turn into gas tiers at some point. They're from Reliquary, right? And they come from creepers too. That's why I have more of them than I thought. Anyway, catalyzing glands, they're used in Reliquary. We got stuff to do with them later. So let's go ahead and grab the things that we're going to need for our tier 2 crystals. Dimensional storage. So we need these to be split because we're doing 2 sets of these. And this is where this extra bowl that I made comes in handy because we need 5 total bowls for this process. We're going to go ahead and set down a 5th bowl and we're going to go bam, 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 bam. Can you not do that? Oh, and it replaced the chalk too, didn't it? Yep. Chuck tester. There we go. Okay. That goes there. And then I am missing the silver block. Okay. And then you. Cool. So there we go. So now this is going to turn those into a tier 2. So then we can upgrade those. So I will come back when all of these are tier 2'd, and then we're going to work on getting our stable wormholes. And then that means next episode, when we come back, we can get started with refined storage, link it to our occultism, and basically have what it's not infinite, but it's quite close to infinite power, infinite storage capabilities. It's not infinite, but it's close enough for me to say in my brain that it's infinite. Okay, cool. We'll be right. Okay, for tier 2 dimensional stabilizers acquired. Let's go ahead and reset up our inventory. Kind of, sort of. Let's not. We're going to go ahead and do our stable wormhole before we do anything else. Stable wormhole is made in Devious Spectral Compulsion. So we got to pull stuff over to the other ritual, which is over here. I think it's 2 candles. Thank you. And not the sand. The hitbox on these is very specific, by the way, so just keep that in mind. And then that way we can play with everything, so I can set stuff up in between episodes and basically get all our stuff migrated over. So we need our sacrificial bowls, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe the candles for this ritual go opposite or adjacent to our spirit attuned crystals. We're going to do that, and is it that? Yeah. And then while this is cooking, we can go ahead and get our stuff set up over here. So what were we at before? 1,152 with those. Let's go ahead and do this. And I believe in Enigmatica 6, I'm still only using tier 2 stable or storage. So we now have 2,176, which is quite a lot of item types that we can have, right? Bam. The cool thing with these stable wormholes, and this is the reason that we're making these, is because they can, again, access our system anywhere. We don't need to bind it. We need to bind it, but we don't need to do anything special. All I got to do is shift right click. They are now bound. They get MBT data on them, and then we can literally place them anywhere and access our storage, right? So we can go home and place this on this wall if I wanted to and access our storage. And Occultism also has remote storage access. And this is where it becomes super handy because it's not only remote storage, it's remote storage literally cross-dimensional. And you can bind it to a keybind that goes in your hand slot. And really, it's not that expensive. Actually, to be honest, it's very, very, very cheap. If I had the slabs, I would do this now. This is getting added to our to-do list. Absolutely. It's very handy to have. But with all of that being said, I am now going to start doing the thing. And the thing is me grabbing this, coming up top here, coming over here. Now, obviously, the stuff that's in our drawers, I'm not going to touch. But all of this stuff that's in here, this is the thing that I'm talking about. We're going to set all of our stuff where it should be inventory-wise. Torches can just go into here, I guess. Our other stable wormhole is going to go into my backpack. Here's the thing. Bam. We're going to do this, and then we're going to dump everything into Occultism. We're going to get rid of all these iron planks, and apparently we're going to finish some quests as we do so. All of this excess stuff is going to go into our Occultism storage. And look, we're using only 64 of our 2,000 types. The sorting apparently is not working correctly. Oh, now it is. Oh, now it's not. Now it is. I always like to sort by descending and by amount so I can see what is taking up all my storage. Could I vein mine this and break everything? Yes. Do I want thousands of entities of items on the ground? Absolutely not. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to migrate everything over. Then we're going to replace our inventory connector system here. Not 100% yet, though, because we're not going to have access to all of our nuggets and stuff. We need to get refined storage to bridge the gap, because Occultism is great at storing its own things, but it can't access other things, right? So our storage accessor, our Tom Simple storage for now, is still going to be where we're going to access everything that's in our drawers until we get refined storage and external storages that can bridge the gap. We'll set an external storage on this or on a stable wormhole, and then an external storage on our drawer controller downstairs, and we should be good to go. Power-wise, we're doing good. We're burning very little because we're just literally the only thing that's really running right now is our mine. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, Occultism, super duper powerful. I love it. We can store all of our items and then some in there. So it's awesome. And especially when you couple it with storage drawers, because if you put all your items that you're going to have thousands and thousands of in drawers, which I generally tend to do anyway, your storage in Occultism is never going to really fill up. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.